up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
I'm always ready to faint because I'm so excited about the type of incredible heroes that we have on our show. And this episode's going to be just absolutely incredible. By the way, too, later on, we're going to have the founder of Reputation.com on. And also later on, we're going to have Travis Watts from Direct Source Wealth, your partner in building time freedom. Make sure you go to directsourcewealth.com/heroes because he's going to share some secrets about how to make money. And thank you for the feedback we continue to have from having Anson Williams on. That's Potsy from Happy Days. He's going to be attending our grand table along with other cast members from Happy Days. Make sure you go to Eliances.com, Eliances.com. Well, how good is life? Our next hero is going to share the experience of exactly how good it is, because every time I travel and I go to an airport, you cannot miss his items. Absolutely incredible, because we have John Jacobs. Are you ready for this? The co-founder and chief creative optimist at Life is Good, and you can reach him at lifeisgood.com. Now, John, let me ask you first, most important question. We had your brother on also, and I got to ask, which one of you came up with the idea Life is Good?
Oh, man, wow. That's a mouthful. I'm going to say, because it's my interview, me. I did.
You know what?
And I thought we basically swore off a few decades ago. We can't answer this question because it's so mysterious. And really, it was in the midst of a keg party about 30 years ago that it came about, and here we are now.
Would you ever believe that something 30 years ago, again, where you're at a keg party, you and your brother probably flipping a coin, doing whatever, and all of a sudden you come up with this, that you would be where you are today? And let me get this right. It's a $100 million company, Life is Good brand?
That's right. Yes.
I mean, what do you feel about that coming for? I mean, that's a huge accomplishment in such an extremely competitive industry.
Well, thank you very much. I mean, the numbers honestly aren't that exciting to me. Not that that's not a big number and way beyond maybe what we would have thought about when we were, sleeping in a van and selling in college dorms. But it really is the most exciting part of it is the community that we've built. A lot of people that believe in what you focus on will grow, and trying to give energy to positive things in the world. And that's really where it came from initially, all joking aside, and it's more relevant, we feel like, today than ever.
Tell me about the inspiration of your mother that she had on your impact and entrepreneurial journey.
Well, thank you. Joan Jacobs was the first powerful optimist in our lives, and Bert, my brother, and I are the youngest of six. And there's a lot I could say about Joan. She was by far the biggest inspiration for Life is Good, and we had some challenges as a family growing up, but she always found a way to tell stories, to sing, to laugh, and she really changed the energy in our house regularly. If things were going, if they were tense, if we were struggling with the finances or tempers in our house, she just had a way of helping everyone to lean toward the positive. One particular thing she would do at the dinner table is ask us all to tell me something good that happened today. And as simple as that sounds, every night she changed the energy, and she had us all riffing off of absurd, funny, positive things that happened in the day. And we really take that with us, and we apply it at our offices, and it's been really central to our lives. And she really was the one who embedded that belief that what we focus on grows, and that optimism is actually a choice we can all make, no matter what's happening in our lives. And it's powerful, especially in the times of great adversity.
I mean, just yeah, incredible. And grew up as the youngest of 6 children in your family. Now we've got many listeners that are listening today. However, there may be one or two out there that might not know your brand. Can you briefly describe Life is Good?
Sure. Our mission is to spread the power of optimism. What most consumers would know us for is our T-shirts with positive messages, with a lot of various kinds of art. And, since then we've expanded, since we started, into other kinds of apparel. We've written some books. We put out positive video content. But really what we're known for today most is our T-shirts, the quality of the tees, but more than anything, the art and the message that these T-shirts carry.
I know after this interview, I'm going to have you come over to my house and look in my closet, and you'll see how many shirts I've got of yours. You're also, too...
Any skeletons?
Yeah, there are.
In the closet? David,
there are.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
This is a PG show, so we got to keep it clean on that. But I'll share the secrets with you when you come over. So you're also, too, you have a new book, Faces of Life is Good. I assume that you could pick that up on Amazon online and that. Tell us about that book.
Actually, David, our book is called Life is Good, and Life is Good, the book, which I think is a brilliant title for Life is Good, guys. You may have heard something about Faces of Life is Good. That is a community that has just kind of organically grown on our website, and people continue to share more and more of their personal stories, a lot of them about overcoming personal adversity. And once one person shares a story, it seems like 20 other people feel more comfortable sharing. And it's been kind of the backbone of our brand since the early days, is people sharing their own kind of everyday positive moments and these more dramatic stories of overcoming things. And it really reminds us to be grateful for what we have and to, again, focus on the good, and that tends to be what will grow in your life when you do that.
So make sure you check out his book, Life is Good, the book, because you're listening to me, David Kogan, host of the Eliances Hero Show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. The only place where entrepreneurs align. And yes, Life is Good, because we've got John Jacobs, the co-founder of Life is Good, and he can be reached at lifeisgood.com. All right, John, my daughter wants to go into the fashion industry. In fact, she's going to be going to FITM in LA, and she wanted me to ask you this question, and in fact, ask you on behalf of all the children who want to own their own company, perhaps in the lifestyle, the branding, the clothing industry. What are one or two secret points that you could share with them to help grow the path which you've been so successful at?
Well, thanks. The thing that comes to mind is simply trying on a small scale to do whatever you want to do on a larger scale. For example, maybe your daughter at school could patch something together, some samples, bring them in, and actually try to sell them to peers in the school. There's nothing like real live feedback. And actually, one of the things we learned the most from was negative feedback, and we got plenty of it in the first 5 years of trying to get a business going. We heard no so many times because our shirt wasn't quite right, the feel of the shirt, or the price, or the graphic, or the saying. But we just tried to be patient. We took notes. We tried to laugh off those what most people would view as a failure, and just say, we're getting stronger every time we listen and we make notes and we adjust. So to answer your question, I think just trying it rather than spending 5 years on a business plan. How can you do it in a tangible way, on a small scale, and get a feel for what people like? Because you're bound to adjust a little bit on the way towards success, and you can't figure it out from a desk. You have to actually go out and interact with people and see what the world thinks of your ideas and your products.
Well, John, fantastic advice. We've got a little less than a minute left. Tell me something good that happened to you today.
Oh, my. I would say that my 6-year-old daughter put on an impromptu dance show before I left, and it was early in the morning, and usually not dancing time, even in our house. And Lucy really lit it up. She had a song by Macklemore, Cranking, and we tried to do it in a way that wouldn't wake her brothers, but she was the highlight so far of the day.
Fantastic. Well, John, optimism is definitely a choice and something that you choose. Take his advice. Your company inspires positive attitude and doing good for others. That's a hero. John Jacobs. Reach him at lifeisgood.com. This is David Kogan with Eliances, and when we return, the founder of Reputation.com.